All right, question one. Tell me about where you grew up and tell me about the house and neighborhood where you grew up.
I was very fortunate. From the age of 6 or 7, we moved into a home that we owned. It was in middle class Queens, New York. There were parks, there were libraries, public libraries. Every church, every couple of blocks there was a church. You could walk to grocery stores, and there was very little crime. We used to be able to leave our doors open all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah, when we went to bed at night, we'd lock them, but
In the day, it wasn't as
doors were
interesting.
always open during the day. And I got a job when I was 15, wasn't even 16. You had to have working papers. And because I guess I looked like I was older than 15, I got a job in the movie theater. I was a cashier, collecting thousands of dollars in one period of time I had to be accountable for. The movies were 50 cents for a kid and $1 for a grown-up. And I used to take a bus to get to work. And after school, going to school in high school, I used to take a bus home I'd get home about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I'd have to be up. I went to school in the dark, and I came home at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, which was dark in New York. So.
All right. Next question. What was your favorite food growing up?
My mother's spaghetti. I used to walk up the block from the bus stop, and if the windows were open, I was very happy when I could smell halfway down the street my mother's sauce cooking in the pot. Yeah, spaghetti definitely, and meatballs or sausage.
Okie dokie. Tell me about the day we first met each other. So, like, when you first met me.
Oh, I got a phone call from your mom and dad. It was from your dad that your mom was ready to have the baby, and it was coming quick. And I got my clothes on. I think it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. It was still dark out, and I raced over to the hospital. The front door was locked. I had to go walk all the way around to the emergency room, and then I had to weasel my way through the halls. But I got there when you were born.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
I seen you born.
All right. What's the oldest memory you have?
That's fascinating to me. The oldest memory I have, and I believe it's true, is me in a baby carriage when we lived in Corona, Queens, before we got the house. My mom used to leave me in the backyard to get fresh air, laying in there, and I was just a baby, and I always remember the sound of airplanes because we didn't live far from LaGuardia Airport. And to this day, when I hear a sound of an airplane coming overhead, I often think, was that really a memory? Because I can feel myself like outside, comfortable in a carriage. It's just a comfortable feeling when I'm outside and I hear a plane.
All right, that's cool. What are some silly things my mom or dad did when they were my age?
Well, your dad did. Silly. He walked on his tippy toes until he was about 2 or 3 years old. And your grandfather called them tippy toes. And he was scared of troll dolls. The little troll dolls.
Yeah, the ones with like
them.
the little colorful
And
hair,
one
like
Christmas-
standing up.
One Christmas, I just wanted him to laugh, but we gave him a Superman troll doll because he loved Superman. Batman was your favorite too. Batman it was, and he had a little Batman suit on, and he opened that present, and he said, "This isn't funny," and he threw it across the room. He was not happy, but he did like to play with Batman. There was a a magnet and a stick, and you move Batman around Gotham City like
Like in his Batmobile.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Did you have a nickname as a kid?
Yeah, my brothers called me, and my friends too. Everybody in New York had a nickname. My name was Brillo.
What was it, Brillo?
Brillo, yeah. When I was really little, my hair was very curly. Or when my got older, which really upset me, they used to call me Olive Oil because I was so skinny. I was like a pole. I didn't think
like the Popeyes character.
Yeah, I didn't weigh 85, 90 pounds. So yeah.
All right. What was your favorite place that you've ever traveled to?
Right here in Florida, we didn't go very many places. We went
Interesting.
your grandfather and I were on vacation in Acapulco. It was beautiful, but I wouldn't want to live there. That's the furthest I've been. I did go to Aruba, but I think Acapulco was prettier.
All right. Is Acapulco kind of like Bora Bora? Is it like a nice beachy place? That's what I'm getting.
It's
off of
rocks, and there is beautiful water. That's where they dive off those huge cliffs. They wait for the tide to come, the waves to come in, and they dive way up on the and down into the water. If they don't catch it just right, they could kill themselves. There's a few of them that were killed, I guess.
All right. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
I like to eat, so
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving and Christmas when we make the touche pies. That reminds me of my mom. She was French Canadian, and she always made them after we got home from church on Christmas Eve. We would all have a cup of coffee and a piece of touche because we fasted to go to church.
Okay. And last question: what's your favorite what's your favorite family recipe?
It has to be my mother's spaghetti sauce because I made it the way Mom made it. I always try to make it the way my mother made it.
All right.
Probably it.
Well, thank you for answering these questions. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome.